All right, good morning. My name is Erin Schwark, the statewide Work Zone Operations Engineer with the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. Welcome to our Work Zone Awareness Week kickoff event. We're proud to partner with the Columbia County Highway Department. Each year, the Wisconsin DOT participates in this National Spring Campaign held at the start of the construction season to encourage safe driving through work zones across the state. This year's Work Zone Awareness theme is, Work Zones are temporary, but actions behind the wheel can last forever. These 9 orange cones with black ribbons signify people lost in work zones last year. Each cone represents someone's loved one who never made it home. As a statewide work zone operations engineer, I'm familiar with innovative tools and technologies to keep work zones safe, like this arrow board as a connected device to show lane closures via 511 and Waze. And then again, our guardian angel lights on 2 of our workers over here to improve the visibility of workers on our highways. We take a lot of pride in work zone safety, and we have folks with us here today to deliver that message, including department leadership. It is my honor to introduce Wisconsin Deputy Secretary Kristina Boardman.
Thank you, Erin, and thanks to the Columbia County Highway Department for hosting today's event. I want to acknowledge our transportation industry partners that are here, the Columbia County Sheriff's Office, as well as other agencies. Thank you for being here and for showing your continued support for work safety. Together, we are delivering hundreds of highway projects each year to improve our communities and the lives of people throughout the state. And we are very fortunate to have a governor who recognizes the importance of reliable transportation funding. Governor Evers' commitment to transportation, combined with the investments made over the past 2 budgets and the bipartisan infrastructure law, have allowed us to make improvements in every county throughout Wisconsin. And over the last 5 years, we have been empowered to strengthen the infrastructure today to meet the needs for tomorrow. It's taken a lot of work from many contractors who are out from dusk till dawn fixing the roads for us. We all drive through the work zones on our way to work, school, appointments, and other destinations. We need to remember the people that are behind the barrels. They play a vital role in maintaining, fixing, rebuilding our roads and bridges throughout Wisconsin, and they put themselves at risk each day when they are out doing their jobs, many times just working feet from where people are driving. Our tools and technologies do continue to evolve to minimize the crashes and injuries during the road work. But unfortunately, we need more than tools and technology. We need motorists to slow down. We continue to see people taking chances with reckless behavior, excessive speeds, looking at their phones, or changing lanes suddenly. We must all work together to keep our roads safe. Motorists are in the driver's seat, and each of you has the power to make a difference and to keep our highway workers and emergency responders safe. So each time we get behind the wheel, we must recommit to safe driving, slow down, be patient, and avoid distractions at all times, especially in work zones. These safe actions will help everyone get home safe to their loved ones. Now it's my honor to introduce Governor Tony Evers to talk more about investing in our roads and bridges, as well as the importance of safe driving in these work zones.
Well, thank you, Kristina, and good morning, everybody. What a beautiful day. Also want to recognize Senator Ballweg, who is here today. Senator, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to be here to kick off National Work Zone Awareness Week with all of you. I'd like to thank our hosts here at Columbia County Highway Department for having us, and for the dedicated workers and the folks from the Department of Transportation for the work they do to repair and improve our infrastructure and to keep roads safe for folks and families across the state. When I first ran for office, I promised to fix the damn roads, and that's exactly what we've been doing over the past 5 years. Since 2019, together we have improved more than 7,400 miles of roads and more than 1,780 bridges throughout the state of Wisconsin. And last year, we fixed over 900 miles of roads and more than 200 bridges. But no matter where you go in Wisconsin, folks can agree that we still have much more to do to improve our roads, highways, and bridges that Wisconsinites rely on every day to get to school, get to work, move products from point A to point B. In my last budget, we provided significant investments in improving our roads and infrastructure, and includes more than $550 million to fund transportation projects underway or under development, $100 million for the local road improvement program, and $150 million for the newly created Agricultural Road Improvement Program. And we secured historic increases in shared revenue for local communities, including a 20% increase for most municipalities statewide that will enable local governments to invest in community needs like the roads, local roads. As transportation funding continues to grow, so does the number of projects. In fact, there are more than 300 highway and bridge improvement projects scheduled across Wisconsin each and every year. So that old joke is right. There are two seasons in Wisconsin, that be winter and road construction season. And that's a good thing. But we couldn't do this work without the efforts of thousands of skilled workers, many of them here today, who work long hours, often near moving traffic, from construction and utility workers to tow truck drivers. We must keep those working and traveling in Wisconsin roads safe. I don't have to tell the folks here that distracted or negligent driving is dangerous and it can be deadly. With over 2,300 work zone crashes per year in Wisconsin, it's never been more important that we help reduce these preventable injuries and accidents, encourage safe driving in work zones, and keep our roadside workers safe so that they can do their important work. Each day, our roadside workers put themselves in potentially dangerous situations to make our roads and communities better. Like all workers, they have the right to a safe working environment. I've signed a bill a few years ago to increase penalties for traffic violations that occur in a work zone. And last year, I announced that with the help of 2 federal grants from the bipartisan infrastructure law, we're working on efforts to develop the technology that will shield maintenance and construction workers from reckless drivers and provide real-time information on local road conditions to help drivers navigate more safely and efficiently through work zones across the state. But our work will not stop there, as the state will continue seeking every avenue possible to keep our workers safe while on the job. Now, before I hand things over, each year I have the privilege to proclaim 1 week in April as Work Zone Awareness Week in Wisconsin to promote road worker safety and cautious driving in those areas. So I want to invite Commissioner Hardy up here to present this Work Zone Awareness Week proclamation to him and the Columbia County Department in recognizing our long-standing state and county partnership. Chris, thanks for all you do, and to everybody else, thank you. Thanks so much, Chris.
Thank you.
Great. It's all up to you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Governor Evers. Thank you to Wisconsin Department of Transportation for allowing Columbia County to host the event today. I do want to make this personal, though. Work zone accidents impact Columbia County. Over the past 5 years, workers of this county have had either 14 incidents or near misses, which has affected 32, which is what these guys here represent. 32 of the 80 people in our department have been affected the last 5 years. In February of 19, we had on County Highway C, we had a vehicle that ran into the side of a plow truck. In June of 2020, we had a worker on I-39. A straight truck ran into the back of a state highway patrol vehicle. Also, our plow truck, which caused injury to that worker and 2 state patrol officers. Our worker was gone for almost a year. In June of 2021, on State Highway 33, we had a vehicle that rear-ended another vehicle in the flagger queue of our crack filling project. Also in June of 2021, on State Highway 33, we had a vehicle that drove head-on into one of our dump trucks at 60 miles an hour. In August of 2021, on State Highway 16 near New Haven Drive, we had a semi-driver who was not paying attention, rolled his semi-truck over into the ditch right next to where our flagger was standing in a crack filling operation. In September of 2021, on US Highway 51, We had an individual that wasn't paying attention and they were following our dump truck too closely and they went right into the work zone where our guys were working. When they noticed their error, they just turned and sped off, didn't stop or anything. In October of 21 on I-39, we had 2 vehicles collided in the taper of our work zone. None of the guys were present at that time, fortunately, but that accident occurred in the work zone. In June of 2022, on I-39, we had a driver stopped in the work zone. Then they conducted a Y-turn on the interstate, and then they headed right back into the oncoming traffic. We had guys working in that area at the time. In August of 22, we had a driver that ignored our flagger, went within 5 feet of the driver at full speed. In September of 2022, on Smoky Hollow Road, we had a vehicle that ran into our boom mower, our boom tractor mower. In December of that year, on State Highway 16, a plow truck was rear-ended by another vehicle, so the guy was plowing the road and got ran into from behind. December again of that same year, 2022, we were clearing snow drifts down at County I with a loader, and a pickup truck ran right into the loader while the guy was working. In March of 2023 on I-39, we had a semi-truck that ran into the plow truck, pushed our plow truck off the road, and then created another 5-vehicle pileup right after it. In January of 24, on I-39, we also again had a semi-truck that clipped one of our plow trucks. Nobody was injured in that one. There was some damage to the semi-truck. So the point is, on our end, which is what the displays are all about, we do our part. We have clear, concise signage. We're well lit. We're a large presence, as you can see, with the equipment that we have. Our personnel are highly trained. We're asking that the public does your part. Slow down, move over, find alternate routes, plan ahead, be prepared. We have a lot of slogans for what you can do. Remember, work zones are temporary, but actions can last forever. And so I want to thank you, and I'd like to introduce Sheriff Roger Brandner.
Thank you, Commissioner. What a great message. I mean, what a visual to have 9 cones here to represent the construction workers that were killed just last year. It is an honor to stand next to these men and women, because what they do every single day out there is very risky, and enough is enough. It is our responsibility. Each and every one of us that get behind that wheel, it is our duty, our responsibility to make sure they're safe. They deserve to go home every single night after they work so hard on our roads. Every single plow truck driver, every construction worker, every law enforcement, tow truck driver, any maintenance worker that's out on these roads that are working. It is simple. If we pay attention, the laws are already there. I mean, we're supposed to do these things. It's in the best interest of everybody. We shouldn't be driving, being distracted, and I don't care what the distraction is. We can't do those things anymore. Again, enough is enough. This is the year we're going to make a difference. What an honor to have Governor Evers come here and make this a point every single year to keep our men and women safe along those roadways. But it's us behind that driver's wheel. It is us that makes that difference. The extra couple seconds or minutes that we save by not paying attention or speeding through these zones isn't making a difference for us, but it does make a difference for them. Because if you never were privileged to stand on the side of an interstate and work, and you're paying attention to the job, right? That's what they're doing. And have these vehicles and semis and other, vehicles just zip by you and drive at the speeds and how close they are to you. It's amazing that we even get the men and women to sign up to do that job, because it is very, very risky. So I'm speaking for every law enforcement officer in this state. I can assure you that in this county, we have zero tolerance. If you're not going to pay attention, if you're not going to slow down, if you're not going to move over, you will be cited. You will be cited to the most extent that we can of the law. There will be zero tolerance. You will not get a break for that. Again, because their lives matter. Thank you.
All right, just to close the event here, we want to thank you all for joining us today. Thousands of people work hard day and night to improve our roads and bridges. They have families to go home to at the end of their shift. So help us remind family, friends, coworkers that safety must occur all the time. Remember, safe drivers create safe work zones. Thank you.